So college swimming has been in the news, and not simply because it's an interesting athletic contest. Riley Gaines is a college swimmer from Kentucky. She's biologically female. At the women's 200-meter freestyle event at the NCAA Swimming Championships, the NCAA forced Gaines to compete against a biological male called Lia Thomas. You're seeing that race on your screen now. Remarkably, Gaines tied Thomas despite the obvious disadvantage for 5th place. But she says the NCAA has badly mishandled virtually every aspect of this competition. We've been trying for months to get college swimmers on the show to talk about what they think about what's happening. None have accepted, except Riley Gaines. We're grateful for that. She joins us now. Riley Gaines, thanks so much for coming on. I'll just let you talk. Tell us what you think of your experience at this event.
Yeah, hi Tucker. Thank you so much for having me and just giving me this opportunity to speak for myself and so many other women athletes out there who, aren't as fortunate as me and have kind of been told they're not allowed to talk about it. And so thank you so much for that. But yeah, like you said, me and Lia just recently tied at the NCAA championships. And honestly, I think the NCAA handled everything extremely poorly, starting from when we finished and I went behind the podium to collect my 5th place trophy. And, they kind of blatantly told me that Lia would hold the 5th place trophy and that I could pose with the 6th place trophy for photos and would be mailed a 5th place trophy in the mail. So
not only are they allowing a biological male to compete in a women's competition, they're promoting that male over biological females who are competing. That's what I'm reading from what you said.
Right. And when I kind of questioned it, I asked him, is there a reason why you're giving Lia the trophy? He just explained to me that we're giving it in chronological order. And I questioned him again, what does that mean? We tied. What are we being chronological about? And he kind of blatantly said, we're just going to give the trophy to Lia. We respect and admire your swim, but Lia needs to hold the trophy.
In other words, shut up, don't ask questions.
I was baffled, really.
Yeah.
Right. I was shocked. And I know all the other swimmers who were standing by and listening to this were also shocked. And I was standing right next to Lia, and she heard it all. And so it was kind of just really baffling that this could happen. And I know the NCAA wasn't prepared for a situation like this, which just tells me when they were faced with it, they protected such a small minority and turned their back on, what the organization in Title IX really stands for.
Well, they just eliminated what it stands for. It does seem to a non-swimmer who knows that swimming requires a lot of torture, nothing harder than swimming practice, as you know. This seems like cheating to allow someone with a biological advantage to compete.
Exactly. I think there's, a difference between your sex and your gender identity. And so I think that it's just been totally misconstrued and lost, in the past couple years or so, but it's, finally gotten to the point where it's being shown and it's completely violating women and women's rights, especially in sports.
So you said a minute ago that you're speaking tonight on behalf of a lot of other female swimmers who've been told not to say a word, just to be quiet and be eliminated. What do they think, if you could speak for them?
Right. I know just solely off talking to tons and tons of NCAA swimmers that their athletic directors or their media people or their coaches or other outside influences have told them, don't say anything, just avoid the situation, save face a little bit. And I'm just fortunate enough to where I have such an amazing support system at the University of Kentucky, whether that be from the athletic director all the way down to my head coach, Lars Jorgensen. But just speaking for them, it's just totally wrong. And I know I can't speak for everyone, but I am almost certain I'm speaking for a large majority of female athletes that this is just not okay and it's not fair. And we're dealing with something that's completely out of our control when we're racing biological males, whether that be they have different lung capacities, their height, obviously, testosterone levels, whether you be on testosterone blockers or not, it doesn't suppress going through puberty as a male, especially, the one in question who swam 3 years as a male on UPenn. So it's just completely unfair, and it's a matter of equity, really.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing is cheating, and it's remarkable that it takes bravery to point that out, but it does, and you are brave for doing it, and we appreciate it. Riley, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.